Hi, Review Crews. I'm Thomas,
And I'm Colin.
and today we're reviewing Hoppers. So, Hoppers is the newest Pixar film, and it follows Mabel, a girl who loves the environment. She's trying to save this little swamp glade area from being destroyed and turned into a highway because she loves it. It was her grandmother's place to visit, and her grandma's dead now, and so she has this emotional connection to it. So, she stumbles upon this science experiment in which people can put their minds inside of a robot animal. And in this case, Mabel turns into a beaver essentially, and she goes on this wild chase into trying to bring beavers back to its glade so that it's saved from being turned into a highway.
Yeah.
It's really funny. It's really crazy. This movie goes off the rails in every way possible, and that's really the best way I can describe it.
No, yeah, I didn't really know like what to expect going into this movie. I didn't really know what it was about
Yeah.
either. I just knew there were beavers. So like, there's like one scene when Mabel, that's her name, right?
Yeah, Mabel.
She's going down in this lab that she finds, and she sees a beaver go in and unlock a door, and I'm like, why is this beaver doing that? And then like the brain of a human in the other room, I was like, what? Like that blew my mind. I did not even know that was what this movie was about, but honestly, it was a really welcome surprise.
No, yeah, I mean, so like I knew going in it would be kind of like this, where it's
Yeah.
like someone's controlling a beaver robot to do stuff. I didn't know like what the specific story would be, but environmentalism. I mean, I think it's a good angle to
Yeah,
kind of take it
definitely.
on. I thought, I mean, it's a Pixar movie, so I feel like obviously you're gonna get like your heartstrings tugged out a little bit, and they do a pretty good job at kind of making you feel for Mabel in the beginning.
Yeah.
She's kind of an outcast character, and she really only has her grandmother to kind of relate to. They both love the environment, so they sit outside at this pond every single day. And that's the very pond that's being destroyed and turned into a highway. So of course you feel for her. You want her to save it. And so when she turns into a beaver to set off on the adventure to get the animals to return, I'm like, yeah, I'm in. I'm so in.
Yeah, for sure. But like talking about like the heartstrings kind of thing, I usually when I go into a Pixar movie, I usually want it to pull on my heartstrings a little more than this movie did. I think it yeah, definitely had its moments in the beginning, like with the grandma, and then like at the end. But it didn't move me as much as like a really great Pixar movie would, like
Yeah.
in my
It
opinion.
was a different direction for a Pixar film. It was absurdly funny.
Very
I
funny.
think where it might have lacked for, the moments of sincerity, it really made up for in the humor of it.
Yeah.
I mean, literally like the second she turns into a beaver, right until the end of this movie, there's not like a single unfunny moment
No,
to me.
yeah, it's really funny, and then I love the thing that they do too. Also, when it's like when the animals are just animals, and you're like from the human perspective, they have their like animal eyes, like these black eyes. But then when they're in the head of the beaver, they have these kind of human, more animated eyes, which
And
I
of
thought
course,
was so fun.
and of course, you can actually understand them. Whereas
Exactly,
when
yeah.
they're in the human perspective, they just go like "bah" or whatever.
Yeah,
Like that.
like
I don't
bah
know
or
what noise they
something
make.
like
But Mabel, she wounds up becoming like the aides to this
Yeah.
king-like character named King George.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. Voiced by Bobby Moynihan, who was
Mm-hmm.
absolutely hilarious in this movie. It's just really funny to see that Mabel trying to like fit into this like beaver animal society and
Yeah.
whatever. When she first, the funniest thing I thought was when she was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm actually a beaver. I can understand these animals talking." She's running around that weird fisheye lens view of her
Yeah,
running around. I thought it was
yeah.
really funny. And like there's this dragonfly that zooms overhead. Is like, "Hey,
Yeah.
like why would that dragonfly sound like that? Come on."
The second that she turns into like a beaver, that's when the movie gets hilarious.
Yeah.
Like because like they're wild animals. So like I think that was a fun way to portray that it's wild. Like everything's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So like that like fisheye lens, like that's how you know like you're in for a ride. And then like yeah, we looked at each other in the theater when that dragonfly came by. We was like, hey, like with the deepest voice ever for this tiniest
So
bug.
good.
It's a great bit.
And so she unites all like the animals against like the humans pretty much
Yeah.
by accident, really. I mean,
completely
so
by
she
accident.
topples over like this metal tree to kind of scare away the animals from the glade, which is why the animals went away. But then so she's like, we got to call on all the animal kingdom
Yeah.
to kind of stand up against the people who are kind of taking our home from us. And that's the insects, that's the fish, that's the reptiles, the birds, the whole family. And one thing leads to another. They accidentally get everyone on board with actually just killing the mayor.
Yeah, like they say
voiced by
like
John Hamm.
squishing all the humans
Squishing the
because
humans, yep.
the big like queen of it all is just like is she like a butterfly or something?
queen
like some sort of
yeah, the
insect.
insect's
like,
queen butterfly,
So she
yep.
sees all like her friends getting squished, and she's like, let's squish the humans.
And what happens to her?
well,
She got squished accidentally by
Spoiler,
Mabel.
oh my gosh.
Spoiler alert. Mabel kills the queen, and
Yeah.
they are on the lam. And yeah, the queen's son, the insect, what was his name? Like Typhoid? No,
No,
that's a disease.
typhoid. I don't remember. I don't remember.
I don't know. Started with a T.
Yeah.
Not Thomas.
Titus?
Titus.
Titus.
Yes. He kind
Played
of
by
takes
Dave Franco.
Dave Franco, and he replaces the queen, and he's setting off on this journey to squish the mayor of the city,
Yeah.
voiced by John Hamm, hilarious character by the way.
And
it
this-
becomes a rescue mission
Yeah.
for the mayor. The funniest thing ever. And so they kidnap the mayor. But the mayor doesn't understand them because he's a human, and the beavers are just going like bye at him.
But I think like that scene is so funny because like when all the animals are attacking the mayor, like
Yeah.
they bring out this great white shark, like being carried by all these other animals.
Like these seagulls, yeah.
You got these seagulls, and it's got like this lady's voice, and they're all like, "Oh, that's just Diane. She's like, she's really
cool."
sweet," and like, it's a the animal looks, or the great white shark looks exactly like Bruce.
No, I
from
really
Finding
thought that.
Nemo.
I really thought that when she was about to speak, she was gonna be like, "Hello, I'm whatever her name is."
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
Bruce, but I really was hoping for a Bruce reference.
Yeah.
We didn't get it, but
It is close enough. It
Close
looked
enough.
just
It's
like
the
him.
same shark, but it all ends with the Insect King, using the science against them and turning into a human robot.
yeah.
Where he's disguised as the mayor, where he's actually gonna kill everyone by using this sound machine to kind of crush everyone's brain, I guess. But they foil it. I don't really remember how. It was just kind of a funny way they did it. But unfortunately, all the technology is destroyed with it, so Mabel can't be a beaver. She can't understand beavers anymore. But what I really enjoyed was the end where after she and the mayor, they kind of made amends after fighting over this glade. They're like, I still have this beaver I can go to. They sit at the pond every day where they just hang out as human and beaver, as everyone
It's
kind of
really,
wants.
really sweet
Yeah.
ending. And then also, before we even say anything about the end, they also confirmed that the Pixar theory is canon.
Do.
In
It
this
is
movie.
canon. They confirm that the scientist behind the Hopper things is thinking about putting human minds in cars.
And human minds in cars, and they also show that she's working on the dog collar from Up, which is a cool thing to kind of pull the universe together.
Mind blowing. All this in mind, what would you give Hoppers on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would probably give this an 8 out of 10. I think it was a really funny movie. I just do wish it was a little bit more emotional, but I just, the humor really carried for me. And then obviously it's like Pixar animation was really good. The casting, the acting, amazing. Soundtrack I don't really remember, so like I guess a little more
It was kind
on
of an
that.
afterthought for
But
me as well.
yeah, so I'd give it an 8. What about you?
Yeah, I think I would also give it an 8. I initially gave it a 9, but kind of having some time to sit back and think about it, it definitely isn't as good as a 9 should be. I mean, I think you're right, where there could have been more emotional impacts of it, but I think where they had it, it was good. The humor obviously nailed it. The casting was genius. I thought the animation was good, as a Pixar movie should be. I don't know. I think it was just their best. I think it was just the best Pixar movie since Coco. I said that out of the theater. I still agree with it. So that was Hoppers.
That's Hoppers, everybody. And so thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.
Exactly.
Wow.
Whoa, we're pros. We're pros.
That's a review. That's a review. Bro.